Welcome to Mentality, the first male-only talk show on TV. Mentality is an extraordinary show, and it's also gender-sensitive. On this show, men get to talk about issues that relate to them, openly and candidly, be they finances, careers, or relationships. I know I said it was gender-sensitive. What, you may ask, is the role of the woman? Well, she gets to watch, listen, and learn. My name is Ian Bohua, and my co-hosts, as usual, on my immediate right, the controversial Edward Quach.
What's up, guys?
And Pastor S.
Good evening.
Today's topic, can a man have a platonic relationship with his ex? Is it all right for a man to stay in touch with his ex? Now, this is completely platonic. Before we get into the discussion, let's see what the men on the street had to say.
It's not possible.
Why?
Okay, because you might end up doing the same things that you are doing before when you are with her.
Yeah, you can. But itakuwa difficult. Sometimes unakuwa feel tu ile rap bado iko. But itakuwa difficult kwa na friendship kama hiyo.
For me, I don't think I can have a relationship with my ex. Yeah, if it's all gone, it's all gone.
Quach,
Yes, sir.
this is the scenario. You were with Mary.
I did.
You broke up with Mary.
I'm with Jane.
You're with Jane.
Yes.
Is it okay for you to have a platonic relationship with Mary?
If I want to continue having any sort of a relationship with Jane, not at all.
Why?
Not even phone calls, SMSs. Even if I look and breathe in her direction, let's assume we're in the same conference hall together. Houston, Kiambu, I'm going to be in trouble.
Okay. So you don't speak to those 59 exes you have?
Never.
At all?
In fact, let me tell you something. Not email, not SMS. I don't even have their phone numbers.
You know, Ian, I think what you're saying, either two things. One, you're such a weak man that if you send an email to this person
That's it.
or send a text,
Yes.
you end up in bed with that person. That one, I mean, you need help.
No.
But secondly, you're saying that this platonic thing
Yes.
is not really platonic.
Yes.
Because let me ask you,
Yes.
all your exes, now
Yes.
that there are many, Ian
Yes.
has said,
Yes.
59.
Yes.
did you beat them up when you were quitting the relationship?
No.
Some of them are good friends.
Yes.
Maybe even friends to your now current girlfriend. Why would you want to cut this off?
Now, you see, actually, it's quite ironic that you say that, because obviously my current girlfriend has run into one or two of them. And they sit down. In fact, they've even had a drink. She's even had a drink with a couple of them. Okay? But me communicating with them myself, never ever. Because you know what? There's that paranoia that she gets that, man, this guy, because they were exes, maybe one day, maybe I'm a bit frustrated, I'm stressed, lonely, depressed,
You might call
and then I might just call her up.
So this is about your
Even
know
if
what?
you're
Stuff
working
happens.
in the same
Exactly.
establishment,
Exactly.
you're working in the same office, she will become part of the furniture.
Can I tell you something? If it if it ever came to a scenario like that, I probably guarantee you that either herself or myself would leave that damn place. Or I would break up with Jane.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring up the issue here.
Yes.
I think what you're talking about is trust.
Yes.
If you're in this relationship with this chick,
Yes.
and she doesn't trust you, even to meet up with someone in the office,
Yes.
there was an ex.
Yes.
She doesn't believe that what you said was true, that this was over, you moved on. Trust here is an issue.
Yes.
And if you can't trust one another, because trust is the foundation of a relationship.
Yes.
If she can't trust you,
Yes.
and probably you can't trust her,
Yourself.
then what kind of a relationship is
No, let me tell you something. As much as obviously trust is an issue and it's a foundation of everything, me, I think where I would start, and where it basically starts is, it's not about her not trusting me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about her being in a scenario where she's not really sure about the perimeters of this relationship that you had with Mary.
You actually care what she thinks?
Yes, and then hold on, and then because
Hey,
the one thing that we all must agree on is that we need peace on earth. I know women, once we start becoming like mosquitoes, you're gonna have to get some insecticide to deal with that particular problem, and if that is
So you're
lose
doing
all
it not
communication.
because you don't want to remain friends with her.
I just
but
can't
it's
afford the
because of
drama.
You don't want the drama.
Yes.
But what happens when your girlfriend, current girlfriend, is not around? You know, what I hear you saying is that you're treated like a baby. You're supervised.
Yes.
Your SMSs are checked.
Yes.
Your emails are checked.
No,
To me,
okay,
that's
okay.
not
No.
You get to a point where you should be trusted as a man, and you proved yourself trustworthy.
That is at a bit extreme, okay? Not SMSs and emails. Like, for example, you said that if I'm working with her in the same establishment, the one thing that I wouldn't do, okay, is tell Jane that, you see, Mary,
We used to be.
Yeah, we used to be an item. Z.
But
Okay.
You've just said that they ask you about your ex.
But I also said you embellish. You embellish, kidogo.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens when she finds out? She's going to find out
that,
from a friend. And then she comes and tells you, Kumbe, that Mary you work with, you guys used to go out together.
I didn't tell you.
I asked you, and you said you didn't.
Maze, I forgot. At Kwanzaa, no, there we were not going out.
So what else haven't you told me?
No, listen,
you
my
see
darling.
the trust there?
No, there.
The trust is gone.
No, we were not going out, okay? We were just having relations. We were just having sex. Okay, all right? I love you. I just made love to her. Sorry, I just...
There's a second issue, not just trust.
Yes.
But also truthfulness.
Yes.
And if
Truthfulness.
you live in a lie, it's going to blow up on you. One of you.
One lie covers another lie.
Do you know, you guys, sometimes I think there's a conspiracy going on here.
What?
Do you want to tell me, you tell the truth 24/7, 365 all the time?
Let me tell you my position on this case. Let's come to this case.
Yeah.
This is what I would say.
Right.
It's okay to have that relationship, provided several things happen.
Yes.
And that's what we assume when we talk about platonic relationship.
Yes.
It's open enough.
Yes.
It's above board.
Yes.
Everybody can see that there's nothing really going on here. And even if you're man enough, bring it to your girlfriend and say, you know, that chick, we used to be friends. Whereas, you know, there's nothing going. I know you trust me, and I trust myself not to do anything. I'll be telling you when I have dinner with this person or do something, it to be above board.
Okay.
To not be nothing.
Now here, and let's be clear, Pastor. We're talking about not just you just want friends, okay? You had sex with this woman, okay? Now your current girlfriend, okay, will ask you, listen, so why did you break up with her?
You tell her you are incompatible.
Okay, so why are you still friends with her? What on earth would you be talking about?
We were friends before we started sleeping together. I don't see why we can't still be friends when we're not sleeping together.
And it's clear the sleeping together is not happening.
It's not.
No. By the way, that is never, ever clear in their minds, by the way. All right?
Who's
I know somebody in the woman's mind. I know somebody who basically, all right, he dated two women from the from the same organization. It became so thick, okay, that every time he went home to current, okay, all right, because she eventually left. Every time he went home to the current girlfriend, should basically get his tool out and smell it, because it's coming from Jobo. All right, but they were just, we worked together. We were just friends. We were just talking. Never.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You have many ex-girlfriends?
No, come on, brother. Yeah.
At least Ian said.
They're less than 10, brother.
At less than 10?
More than 8.
Okay. Have you moved on?
Yes.
Are there some that even if you met or were together in the same room, you wouldn't do much? Have you moved on?
Yes, you know what? There's some that, if I was, and I'm assuming I'd be my current, and I met them, be like, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Bye.
You couldn't take tea, but you know.
Never. No. I would not sit down and share a table.
But weren't you friends before that?
Yes.
Weren't you friends?
And I'm with Mary, and then I meet Jane.
Yes.
Hey, Z.
No, when you're with her, that's different.
Yes.
But that's a show. That's not the real you.
Yeah.
What about when she's not around?
And then I bump into somebody.
Yes, and she says, come on, let's just catch up. I've got so much to tell you. Let me tell you about my life. I've moved on. Let's have a drink.
And you know what? Don't worry, I'll call you. All right, And I don't even have the number by the way.
It means Kwach doesn't trust himself.
No.
And the way a man should be as far as I believe, is that I should trust myself. I should give my woman reason to trust me.
Yes.
Because I trust myself.
Yes.
Because as Ian is saying, when you accidentally meet this woman, maybe in a trip or something, you might be in the same industry, and you meet her, it just means for you, relationship or friendship or making calls is about sex. It's about the bed. It should be more than that.
If it's not sex, then I have nothing to do with you, which is wrong. I keep going back to that. You must have, then you were not friends before that, before you started sleeping.
You see, now I basically have this thing where we always tell ourselves, once you've been in a relationship with somebody, there will always be some sort of feeling there, okay? They say there's a fine line between love and hate, okay? So you'll either hate that person or there's vice versa. But when you sit down and meet this person, for example, and now we're talking about, for example, the Constitution, okay? You look at beat stories, and then there'll be that moment of like, Michael Jackson, remember that time, you know? And no.
So quite you don't
avoid
trust
it.
yourself.
Avoid
It's
it
trust.
completely.
Trust.
It's
Okay.
a trust issue.
All right?
Let me get back to my big picture.
Yes.
This is a big picture. You're in a relationship. You love this woman. She trusts you. It's based on trust.
Yeah.
And then both of you are assuming that we move on.
Yes.
We don't stay in the past or
Yes.
live in the past.
Yes.
Some things happened.
Yes.
It's clear to both of us.
Yes.
But we're saying we are moving on.
Yes.
What I believe the big issue here is let's build a relationship.
Right.
Let's not concentrate on the past.
Yes.
Let's trust each other.
Yes.
And if we trust each other, we can't put boundaries and say, I can never see you with this woman, I can never see you with this woman. Because it means if you go to some place, God knows where,
Yes.
and you meet these chicks, then
Right.
your woman cannot even trust you out
guys-
there.
I think that's a perfect spot for us to take a break. We're going to take a break from mentality, and when we come back, we will see it from the ladies' point of view. Don't go away. You're watching Mentality. Welcome back. You're watching Mentality. On tonight's show, we're looking at the question of exes. Is it okay for a man to be in a platonic relationship with his ex? We've heard what the men have to say. Let's hear what the ladies on the street think.
As for me, what I can say is no. Basically, when I'm through with someone, I'm through with it. So I prefer not going back from my past. I prefer looking forward for my future. So for me, it's definitely no.
It depends on the person. Okay, most of them don't like that, but some of them don't mind. I personally don't mind.
Actually, for a woman, I think they think it is possible. But a woman thinks it's possible because emotion rules. But for a man, I think it's more of a physical thing. And they actually use you for transition. So I don't believe that you can have a platonic relationship with a man.
Well, quite diverse views from the ladies. Our guest today on the show is Maureen, who works for a casting agency. I'll go straight into it, Maureen. Do you think it is okay for a man to be in a platonic relationship with his ex?
I have no problem with it at all.
Absolutely
because,
not?
First of all, when you start the relationship before you broke up, it's about trust and respect.
Right.
You guys had respect for each other. So I don't see why you cannot talk to each other now unless the respect is not there. So what's the point of having respect for someone for just a few days or whatever the period of time you date, yeah? Then it just dies. It doesn't make sense.
So you're saying like you and an ex, you'd be friends?
I'm friends with my ex.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Right. You communicate.
Yes, we do.
And you are in a current relationship.
Yes, I am.
What does your boyfriend think about that?
He's not comfortable with it.
He's not comfortable with it.
Yeah, he's not.
There we go. Why?
Wait. What about the friend you're with now? His girlfriend. Is she okay with it?
What do you mean? Like his ex?
Your ex, the one you're friends with.
Yes.
His
the girlfriend? Yes, we meet. Like we'll go out.
So you
we'll
know
have
each
dinner
other
together. Yes, we
and
do.
she knows that you're in a
she knows, yes.
you're still friends with.
Hold on.
Yes.
Coach, before you jump,
Yes.
let me say something. See, what she's saying
Yes.
is that this guy has a problem with it.
Yes, her boyfriend.
So it's her life.
Yes.
And she has this friend.
Yes.
And she's saying there's no problem.
Yes.
We're not sleeping around.
Right.
We're just friends.
Yes.
Probably this guy just has insecurity issues.
Yes.
Like you.
Her boyfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Her boyfriend. But what does he say? What are the reasons that he gives you?
Understand how we'll go sit down and talk, you know. But we had so much in common with this guy.
And why did you leave him?
And that...
Oh, I'm sorry, he left you.
No, whatever happened.
Okay.
He cannot understand how I would go sit down and talk to this guy or have a conversation.
Indeed.
You see, for me, I find it, I don't know, I don't know how to put this, but that is an evil mind. Because why would you sit down and think that if I meet my ex, we're definitely going to do evil
Maureen,
stuff?
would I be saying right if I say this before Kwach says what he's about to say? Would I be right to say women are relational by nature?
Yeah.
For us men, we get turned on easily and we think about sex easily.
Yeah.
But women,
With women, it's
of course, we need to
totally
control it.
Now,
I'm not giving you license.
For the first time in a very long time.
Oh, come on.
No, let me finish.
Listen.
Let me finish. We're saying ladies are relational. And for them, they can have friendships without going into sex or deteriorating into something else. And you're saying for you, you're comfortable. You're just friends. It's about relationship.
The
you
music
don't
is still
just
playing
break
by
up and then you tear things apart and you look like you didn't have any relationship.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, being in a relationship does not mean that you're sexually, attracted, or not attracted, but it does not mean that you actually do it. Yeah, you're involved, So what if you break up, but you've not done anything yet? Does it mean you will not talk to this ex again?
Now I understand you.
Just because...
No wonder you can meet with your ex and his current girlfriend.
Why?
Because all you guys used to do was sit in Uhuru Park and have popcorn.
Oh, come on.
If that's how you go for your dates?
No.
I
And
don't.
then just watch.
Why
just
are
watch
you assuming that's all they did?
No, because he says, she says.
No, she gave an example. She gave an example.
Exactly, yeah. It was just an example.
Did you give it?
Like, I'll give you a very good example.
No.
What you're getting out of bounds.
No.
We are not doing that.
Let's not get personal.
No.
What if, I'll give an example of high school kids, Most of them are just girlfriend, boyfriend, But after school, that's it. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
These kids probably do nothing. But when they break up, you want to tell me
which is true.
They will not talk again.
Okay, that is true, by the way. We all have histories, okay? And my girlfriend, I know should not have an issue with the Nadia who I dated when I was 12 and a half. Okay? I mean, surely. Because for the perimeters of this conversation, that is not the kind of relationship we're talking about.
But you see,
if you
we don't know Kwach at 12 and a half.
No.
People separating sexually.
Yes.
That is how you are putting it. That is how you are taking it.
Yes.
And now having a platonic relationship.
Exactly.
No sexual relationship.
Nothing.
You know what? What I'm saying is, one day you'll slip and slide, and you found yourself, you've fallen into something. Okay? All right?
But you remember
just might happen.
It doesn't mean that's going to happen.
What I said, platonic relationship means it's above board. You're talking openly
we're just
with your
vibing.
girlfriend.
Yes.
And you're saying we just went here and talked.
And we just had coffee.
And you're saying that you moved on.
What do you guys discuss?
Your girlfriend has moved on.
There's so many things. I mean, we had so much in common. Probably sports, we used to go maybe
World Cup.
Play tennis, we'll go play tennis.
Tennis.
You are on the other side of the court. What will I do when you're the,
Quite what you're saying.
The shower hour.
What you're saying is that men are not all like you. The men who are mature enough to know that you can actually relate with ladies without getting sexual, that you can respect this woman and realize that all she has is not it's not about sex.
I do.
She can give a lot more.
Listen.
We're saying we're mature enough to realize that is possible.
Listen, I do understand that. But what I'm saying is that for peace on earth, would you do this with one of your exes and you're in a current scenario? Never. Her boyfriend doesn't understand.
No.
Her
She has
boyfriend
just said that she goes out with her ex.
But her boyfriend
and the girlfriend as well.
Yes.
Exactly. So
there
is nothing I will do with him and the girlfriend.
And by the way, she has no issues.
She has no issues.
Okay, but do you see him? Do you see him when she's not there?
Rarely.
So it's usually a
Would you see him when it's just the two of you?
We're talking about business or maybe there's a problem, like he wants to talk, not
So
about
you
the relationship.
yourself.
Their relationship, I don't involve. As in, I don't.
What you're saying, you respect yourself.
Exactly.
And
you know your
boyfriend
boundaries.
Respects you.
Yeah.
Ian?
Knows that there are boundaries.
Ian?
You're going to keep them.
Pastor, let's put in context of what she just said. She meets up with the ex, but 99.9999% of the time, his girlfriend is there.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because she's like, okay, you know what? Cool. But then I'm there to monitor everything
is that
is
right?
said
Is she there to monitor?
Obviously, that's not going to come up in,
because we'll
in your
meet
scenarios.
and I'll be like, oh,
They're attached to the hip.
You know, and he'll be like, oh, she's whatever. Just call her. Let's have a drink.
So you're the one
who's...
Yeah, I mean,
why
I don't
do
mind.
you do
I
that?
have no problem at all.
Okay.
But why would you do that?
Why do you call her?
No,
I'm just curious.
No.
Is it that you don't trust yourself
No,
with
it's
him
not
alone?
that. No, I trust myself.
Why wouldn't you call a guy?
Just for the company.
Why wouldn't you call your boyfriend?
And I also
he's
don't want
boring.
to make it look... No, he's not.
Ian,
I love his
think
company.
the issue here, the man is insecure, as I told you.
Yes.
Like you, quite.
Yes.
So she says to help this weak man, let him come and just sit here and see that we are mature enough not to deteriorate into anything.
And
Well,
also
I
give
think
her a
that
reason to trust this guy.
Now,
you know,
I think the
there's
big
nothing...
issue here, Ian, is that what you're saying in relationships, people should move on.
Yeah.
You can't judge me on my past all the time.
Right.
I might have done something wrong or crazy some while ago, but I can change.
Right.
I mean, I've decided to move on. And if you take me the way I am in a relationship and trust me and respect me, I'm going to keep that trust.
So the operative word there is move on. Now, once you moved on, burn that bridge.
Does not.
It's like a moti. It's like a moti. It's like the car.
Forget about
It's like, listen.
Friends are always true friends.
Hey, hold
That's
on.
what I believe.
Men are talking. Hold on. Listen, you know, it's like a car. Okay, hold on. It's like a car. Once you have sold that car to the next owner.
You've sold. Hang on, we're talking about things that you can buy and sell. You're not buying women into that category.
Listen. Once you have sold the car, as much as you miss
that
it,
is not a good example.
do you occasionally go to that guy and say, ding, 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 wait, Baba, can I sit in the car for just 5 minutes? And just put that change on.
You're reducing this.
Move on. Move on.
You're reducing this women to property.
No.
You cannot sell a woman. You are not selling this woman.
Now the true color of crotch has come out.
It is e.g., for example.
No, that's not a good example.
All right?
You cannot compare women.
No, listen.
Because of this, let me tell you why we are saying this.
Yes.
A relationship is complex. It involves many things, stories, common stories. She said there are many things that they share in common. So we're saying don't expect this person just to break off and move on like nothing happened. This is a human being. He has feelings, there are friendships, and friendship and sex. Those are different.
Let's put in another scenario, okay? You were with Mary.
Right.
You're now with Jane.
Yes.
Supposing you had a child with Mary. What happens now?
Okay, and I'm with Jane.
You will not talk. You're with Mary. Yes. You're with Jane now.
Yes.
But you have a love child.
Okay.
With who?
With
Mary.
Yes.
What happens now? You will still never want to do anything.
Of course, for parental responsibility. Yeah. And in that scenario, you will communicate, but I'm assuming you won't really be friends, but there will be some sort of communication.
You cannot communicate.
Okay.
Of course, that friendship is still there.
Like, guys,
the absence of a child, the friendship still stays.
That's a bond.
Move on, burn your bridges. Because I need to ask you this. You say your ex and her girlfriend meet.
Yeah.
How come you've never invited your boyfriend to do a foursome?
I have done that,
never.
but
Why?
he was like, never again. He refused. He didn't like it.
He went there one time.
So
because
he's like
half the time, what happened is, half the time, me and this guy are talking. Because they don't know each other.
And the other two are doing what?
They're listening.
You know what my take is, Quach, on this thing?
Ouch!
This is the reality. When we go through relationships, as men and as women, we get wounded. Insecurity checks in. Mistrust checks in, stuff like that. I think it would be wrong for us to carry the baggage of the past into current situations, and to judge the current relationship with the past experiences. I think what is healthy, and this is healthy actually, both emotionally and spiritually, it's healthy for you to say, this happened, let's move on. That a Saul can be converted overnight and become a Paul and be a responsible person. And if you don't leave the past to where it belongs, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
So basically, You agree with me then? Leave the past where it belongs, which is there.
Gentlemen, lady, I know this is really, really juicy, but we're running out of time. Final words.
Personally, I would say, Coach, it's about respect.
Yes.
Faithfulness to the current one.
Yes.
Yeah. As long as you have that and you're disciplined and you're sure that that is where your heart is,
yes.
I don't see where the problem is.
Yes.
You can be friends.
Quatch.
Okay, please let us just wake up everybody that smelled the coffee, okay? Because I love this word, platonic. I mean, because then ideally, I can lie in bed with you fully dressed, okay? And it's platonic. See, you had been there before. Now we're just friends.
Exactly.
Never, ever. Once you are finished with your ex, that story is dead. It's like a history book, all right? Let's move on to the present and the future. And if you know somebody that they're still in touch with the ex, hapo iko kitu.
Thank you. Pastor.
Two things for me. I would say to the men, be responsible enough. If there are insecurity issues, confront those issues. Don't begin to take it out on a lady because she's relating with someone else. Don't kill that friendship. But secondly, deal with the issues of the past. I think none of us can ever move on in life, if we don't deal with the past and deal with what belongs to the past and leave it to the past and allow ourselves to have good friendships for the sake of life.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Maureen. Well, you've heard it from both the gentleman and the lady. This has been Mentality.